Good day, YouTubers. Let's get right into it. So, a quick search of Amber Heard canceled brought up these results. Why Amber Heard was almost fired from Aquaman 2. So, she's almost fired, 520. 517, Amber Heard claims Warner Brothers cut down her Aquaman 2 role. So, she's almost fired. Then they're cutting her part in the script. Is Amber Heard finally canceled? Fans think she's fired from Aquaman 2. Okay, and then Obama mic drop. Amber Heard reveals she was released from her DC contract and she's not in much of Aquaman 2. So they kept cutting down her roles and finally she's released from her DC contract. So apparently her DC contract is a whole lot more than just Aquaman. The thing that really convinces me against Amber is lying. She just seems very dishonest. So, and I think that's the reaction that the court is having to her, the jurors are having to her. Johnny Depp's lawyer shows court pictures of Amber Heard looking flawless on the James Corden show the day after she alleged the actor broke her nose, and her doctor's records make no mention of any marks on her face in final cross-examination. Let's look at these pictures because a picture is worth 1,000 words. Here she is. She claims these are the fight photos. She claims that Depp headbutted her and beat her so badly that she thought she would die. Okay, look particularly at the nose. Okay, I've been in a whole bunch of fights because I grew up in a very rough neighborhood with very rough people, and so I have thrown probably 500 headbutts. I've never felt any pain. I've only felt deep satisfaction. And I know how to throw a headbutt. I know the results of a headbutt. If it, if Johnny Depp were to headbutt Amber Heard on the bridge of the nose, which is where you want to hit him, you don't want to hit the forehead. You knock yourself out. You got to hit the soft bits. You got to hit the nose or the mouth in your headbutt. Your forehead hits the nose of the mouth. If he hit her nose, he would break her nose and blacken both of her eyes. And in fights, I've double and triple headbutted people. I've headbutted them more than one time in a single fight. This is many times, probably more than 5 times I've done that. Here she is the day after. I don't see, here she is on the Late Show with James Corden. Nothing. And here she is again with James Corden. This is her social media posts of her abuse and how upset she is about her abuse. Here's her testimony. Amber Heard describes the abuse the night before the James Corden appearance. Heard told the jury yesterday how Depp repeatedly punched her head and dragged her by the hair on the night of December 15th, 2016. She said that he told her, "You really want to go now, tough guy?" before punching her. She said, "I looked him right in the eyes. It was a really still moment." He said, "You want to go again, tough guy?" I looked right up at his face. He balled up his fist, leaned back, and headbutted me square in the nose. I'm sorry, that's not how I throw a headbutt. I don't ball up my fist and then throw a headbutt. The headbutt, it's unexpected. They never expect it because they're expecting you to punch them. Instantly, I felt searing pain. It's one of the few memories I have of physical pain. It's not a searing pain. It's like being hit in the face with a brick. Depp dragged Heard by the hair into a neighboring apartment, leaving chunks lying all over the floor, she said. So, chunks of hair. There's no evidence of this in the pictures. He got on top of her with her face in a pillow and was repeatedly beating her. There would be bruises on her. Heard said he's trying to hold me with his knee on my back and he's punching me with a closed fist repeatedly. When people don't know how to defend themselves, they turtle. They give you their back, which is much less exposed than the front. People always defend the front, the major organs, the breasts, the vagina, and the ovaries. You turtle and give someone your back. Why is he punching her back? I remember the sound of Johnny's voice. He got next to my ear and he was screaming over and over again, "I effing hate you. I effing hate you," over and over. Effing hate you, pounding the back of my head with his fist. I can actually believe that he would say this because Amber seems really toxic to me. I could hear myself scream until couldn't hear myself anymore. I could just hear him say he was going to kill me, and he sounded like an animal in pain when he was saying he effing hated me. He sounded different, like he was in agony. He just hit me over and over and over again. I got really still, and it felt in my body quiet. She can't write. I thought this is how I die. He's going to kill me now. He's going to kill me and he won't even have to realize. Yeah, right. Okay. So here she is with Depp in Tokyo. And what's interesting about this photo is we have a completely backless dress. Very attractive dress. Her neck is completely exposed. Okay. And when people feel very comfortable, a woman will expose her neck to a man. And there's no bruises on her anywhere, on her face, on her back, on her arms. And women are like peaches. It's not like I haven't been in relationships. You say something like, is dinner ready? And they bruise. They get a bruise on them somewhere. And there's always mystery bruises showing up on women uh, for like no reason. Okay, another thing that happened. So I think the jury is not believing her story that he beat her up. Johnny Depp wears rings on every finger. Those are going to leave a mark. Those are going to leave bruises. And Amber looks to me like a woman who bruises for no particular reason at all. Okay. And it's different for different people. I got hit by a car and thrown into an intersection and landed on the concrete from my bike. I didn't bruise. I mean, they rushed me to the hospital, but when all was said and done, I didn't even have a bruise on me because I was solid muscle. There was nothing to bruise. It's the subcutaneous layer of fat that makes a woman, that's what makes her soft, and that's what makes them bruise so easily. So, like these MMA fighters who are like all muscle, these female MMA fighters, they don't bruise because they have bodies like men. They're all muscle. Uh, Another thing, Amber spent the night with James Franco before filing for divorce from Johnny. So the night before she filed divorce, she went and slept with James Franco. I want to take a look at this. And here, Johnny Depp is officially just got official support from a women's and children's domestic abuse organization. Isn't that interesting? So no one is believing Amber's story. I want to see, is Amber going to get canceled? Does she have a career after this? I want to take a look at Johnny's career. Did Amber fake the entire incident of Johnny beating her up? Was Johnny violently abusive towards her? Uh, and let's look at who is abusive in the relationship, because she admits hitting him. She says, "I punched you, but I didn't beat you," or something like that. And she cut his finger off. He had to go to the emergency room with a broken wine bottle, and Johnny did have two black eyes. Okay, and did Amber sleep with James Franco? Will Johnny Depp win a $50 million defamation judgment? Okay, and Amber stole $7 million from Johnny Depp for being married to him for like 1 day and 3 hours and 2 minutes. Okay. And she said, "I don't want this money. I don't want any of this money. I'm going to donate all of it. I'm going to donate 3.5 million to the ACLU and 3.5 million to something else." And let the record show she didn't donate anything. And she went on television uh, at least once, and I think repeatedly, saying, "I donated that money. You can check the records." And so people have checked the records, and she never donated any of that money. So again, she's less than honest. She's not telling the truth. And that's a big deal. People need to believe you if they're going to rule in your favor. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royal tea. I'm Joseph Magi, author of playing card Divination Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. All right, so as you can tell, the title is Amber Heard going to be canceled? And she is being canceled to some degree
But truly canceled, that's all the job offers dry up. All her entire presence in movies and media just dries up. And that has not happened. She still has her role in Aquaman. It's been reduced, but she still has her role in Aquaman. And I think people are waiting. The movie executives are waiting to see what happens. And another sign that I didn't mention was that it's reported that the jury no longer looks at Amber Heard. And so she's making a point now to address the jury, to speak directly to them so that they'll look at her, because that's a really bad sign in body language. If the jury won't look at her, that means they're about to vote against her. So let's just start out. Did Amber Heard, fake and stage this entire assault that everything is based on? Because there's no medical records, there's no police records of this, there's just social media. And, she even showed her bruise kit, her makeup that makes up her bruise kit. So did Amber Heard stage this entire event? Oh, devil. Wow. Ruler. Okay, so the question is, did she stage the entire assault? Because this is a defamation case. Was Johnny Depp damaged? Yeah. Was it because of not true, things that were not true? Okay, and it's a preponderance of the evidence. It's not beyond a shadow of a doubt for a civil case. It's a preponderance of the evidence. So, for instance, O.J. Simpson got off in the criminal trial for murdering Nicole Brown Simpson. He was exonerated. If the glove does not fit, you must acquit. Well, in the civil trial, he was convicted. And he owes basically millions and millions to bankrupt him. But, he's still able to keep his pension and his house because it's in Florida. It's I forget what that's called. We don't have that in my state. That's a shame. Everybody should have that. No creditor should be able to take your house. That's a very good thing. I think that's the homestead rule. So, did she stage the entire assault? Devil lies. Ruler is in charge. And opportunity. 24, 28, 7 spades. Secretly, she's lying. It's all secrets and lies. And she just felt like this was the right time to slam dunk Johnny Depp. Yeah. So it's definitely a whole lot of lies in here. Cross, marriage. She wants people to believe her heart. She wants people to believe that she's an honest person and that you can believe her. And this is her emotional narrative. 10 Cups. 10 Cups is the most emotional card. Underlying all this is, I'm a victim and I've been beaten up. And people are prone to believe that, okay, especially in this day and age. I think just before 1960, people were not so prone to believe the pleas of a woman saying that she was being beaten up. I think times have changed, and I think this is a really bad thing, okay, because women are adults. They're not small children, and they have a whole lot more rights than small children. And because women are not convicted of their crimes, very small children and children should never be convicted as adults, in my opinion. More and more and more, they're convicting children as adults because they're not, blood needs to be spilled, so they're convicting children instead of women, which that's an abomination. 8 hearts, water into wine. So she just wants you to believe her. She wants to be believable. Water into wine is a good lying card. This is definitely a lying card. This is a lying card. This is a lying card. Crossroads, forked tongue. different ways of saying it. Water into wine. Water into wine is calling what is not as something that, water is not wine. It's a definite, it can be a deception card, transforming the situation and or lying. She wanted out. She wanted out. Crossroads. So again, another lying card. Strength. This is their marriage. Lovers. They were definitely lovers and they were married. And again, this is another marriage card. And it's about money. Inheritance is the best money card. The only other really great money card is 8 diamonds. 8 diamonds and 10 diamonds are the best money cards. 4 diamonds is also a good money card. Very good money card. So it's about money. The outcome, she wanted to pay off. She wanted to get out of the situation. She wanted to exercise her options. Unfortunately, I do know women like this who falsely accuse and I have known women like this, and it's awful. It's horrible. These are the most horrible people. And my experience with women like that is they're always leaving. They always have other options. They're always getting out. They're always moving on. And they always just want the man to chase them. That's what I think is going on here. That's what I think the crossroads is about. So a lot of lying. The foundation of this is the Amber Heard card, and this is the Mirror card. So it's all lies, and she either wanted different options in life because she's so beautiful and all, and she can have any man, and she went and slept with probably slept with James Franco the night before she filed divorce, which 30 years ago, wow. I still think people really get upset about something like that she's going and sleeping with James Franco, even though they don't say it. I think people still feel the same way, and they still get real upset about stuff like that, and that really works against Amber and her believability and people feeling sympathy for her. So a lot of lies. It was about money. She wanted to just get out, transform the situation, get out. And another thing is, she's constantly filming him and provoking him, and you can see her snickering and laughing while she's filming her. While she's filming Johnny Depp, intentionally enraging him. He's slamming things around in the kitchen, and that's her evidence. That is not the behavior of a woman who is afraid. That is the behavior of a predator. And I think that's part of what the jury is seeing. So let's look at Amber Heard's career. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Let's look at their career after this defamation trial is concluded. What's it looking like for Amber? Is she about to get canceled? Because that's the name of this video. Is Johnny was canceled. He lost all his roles. He lost hundreds of millions of dollars in acting roles. He was shamed and condemned. And he's trying to get his name back, which is more important than anything else. This is Amber. Is she going to be canceled? This is Johnny. Oh my God. Ooh, look at that. What's it looking like for Johnny? Again, the devil shows up. It had a very prominent position in the Celtic cross. So what's up for Johnny? Relationships, inheritance. They believe him, but he's still getting the blame. 14, 24, 6 spades. There's still a stain on him. Even though people believe him and he's going to win, it looks like he wins with the 10 diamonds. It looks like he wins the defamation suit. I don't know if he's going to win all 50 mil, but, winning is winning. Maybe he'll get less than 50 mil, but he's definitely worth 50 mil. She at least cost him 50 mil, but his reputation is still sullied. That's interesting. Amber, hand in hand, many people reacting, and it's a short term to her career. 6 and 6, 12. There's a conflict here. People don't believe her, but she's not canceled. That's what I want to know. Is she canceled? She's not canceled, and Depp, even if he wins, and it looks like he wins, he's still going to suffer for this. So justice, it looks like justice will not be done. Karmic shift, because Amber Heard was canceling Johnny Depp. She was smearing him, dragging him through the mud, calling him an abuser, when in fact she is clearly the abuser. And even after all this, after it's all dragged out into the light, she's still not really, I don't see her getting canceled. What do we have here? Big change to the foundation. So this is the beginning of changes in society, I think, because society needs to change. I think that the way that women are treated like they're little children and yet given super adult rights, I think that's an abomination. And I think the imbalance is so bad now that society itself will collapse if this is not corrected. And I think this is the beginning of that correction. And that Roe versus Wade stuff, they want to re-vote on that. That is also part of this correction, in my opinion. And you realize I would be against federal Roe versus Wade. That's a terrible, terrible thing. And it's just going to go to the states. So you can scream and tear your clothes all you want. Because all the liberal states are going to make it legal, and all the conservative states would make it illegal or limit it. What's wrong with that? Go tear your clothes. Go scream. Go throw yourself in the mud or something. Okay, so what do we have here? We have devil, 4 spades, 6 spades. So secrets and lies and more lies. Secrets, lies, and more lies. And manifesting, magician, magi, and city. That's for the whole world. It's like a magic trick for the whole world, deceiving the whole world. Magic trick in front of the whole world. And devil, and this is a bad magi. This is a devil and magi are mirroring each other. So this is a bad magi. So Johnny's still going to suffer at the end of this. She's going to face few consequences. I actually think that she is going to win this case. I think she's actually going to win this case. I think Johnny is going to win this case, and it won't really matter. Who is the more violent one? Let's look at violence between Amber and Johnny. Who is the more violent one? Because Amber admits striking Johnny, and her exact words are, when he would try to exit the fights when there was a big conflict going on and he felt that it was escalating, he would try to exit. And so she would tackle him and just start beating him and throwing stuff at him. That's violence. That's exactly what you don't want. He's doing the right thing by exiting, and she gets so upset she starts calling him a pussy and beating him. Well, he can't fight back. So, and even if he doesn't fight back, he gets labeled an abuser. So let's look at Amber and Johnny. Who's the more violent person? Amber Heard or Johnny Depp? Because, it's been revealed clearly that Johnny Depp takes a lot of drugs and alcohol. Okay. Well, that is not that big a surprise. I wouldn't want to live like that. But it's not that big a surprise. And I'll bet Amber is just as bad with the drugs and alcohol. Or pretty close. So who's the more violent person? Let's look at violence between Amber and Johnny. Amber and Johnny. Oh, interesting cards. I'm not seeing a lot of violence here with anyone. So, straight razor is striking. Family striking. She strikes everybody. She'll hit anybody. 14, 15. If the opportunity presents, if she gets upset, she'll hit anybody. Okay, but this is not like violent. She's not like a violent person. She's just like, she'll punch anybody because there's no consequences. She'll hit anybody. Johnny, cornerstone, solid foundation, cross, marriage, and butterfly. 11, 3 club. There's no showing of anything violent here with Johnny. And the only violent card here is straight razor. Straight razor cuts, straight razor hits, straight razor punches. It's a single blow. It's not like, well, what does this say? Trinity, everything working together on an ongoing basis. 8, 2 spades. So their relationship was just terrible. It was toxic, and violence was part of their relationship, but the only violent card is showing on Amber's side. So she's not like this super violent person. She'll hit you if she feels like hitting you. And so she was hitting Johnny. She just was frustrated with Johnny, so she would just hit him. And if you look at the size of them, probably Amber is just as big as Johnny. And she's an adult. I think we should stop treating women like children. She's an adult. And it hurts when she punches you. It hurts when she smacks you with a wine bottle. She's capable of killing Johnny. So did Amber sleep with James Franco the night before filing divorce papers in January? Because she's seen on camera at 11 p.m. at night at James Franco's house. So did she sleep with him? Amber James Franco. And that's adultery. That's breaking the marriage vow. Amber James Franco. Look at that. Okay. Player is an adultery card. Hit it and quit it. High Tower is phallus. Very phallic. So yeah, they as like a one-time thing, just with no feelings, like, hey, yeah, let's do this. So yeah, they did. Outside circumstances, Butterfly, Transforming, and Magi. This actually looks to me like James Franco was comforting her. Amber's having all these problems. She's doing an emotional dump on James Franco. She's having all these problems with Johnny Depp, and her marriage is terrible, and she's going to file a divorce, and they ended up having sex. Butterfly is flirtation and sex because of outside circumstances. This manifested because of outside circumstances, because Amber was so unhappy with her relationship. And that's a red flag, okay? If a woman is talking to a man and she's telling him all about her problems with her boyfriend, that's not a woman you want to be with. And yet they ended up hopping into the sack together. So Butterfly is sexual. Butterfly is flirtation. Woman who's married, exercising other options. 12 and 12, 24. 6 spades. 6 spades, incubus, succubus, is the card of just sex. Just sex with no feelings. So the incubus, succubus is a demon that lays on the human and has sex with him or her and sucks the life out of them. So yeah, she was adulterous, just sex. Other options, just sex, while she's married. And Player and High Tower, this is phallic. Player and phallic. So yeah, they definitely slept together. And my final question is Depp going to win? Let's just look at that. Is he going to win $50 million in the defamation judgment? That doesn't mean he can collect it, okay? Because I don't think she has $50 million. But over time you can garnish this and garnish that and take possession of her earnings as she earns them. So is Depp going to win his $50 million defamation judgment against Amber? City, Heart, Devil. There's the man on the bottom. Is he going to win his $50 million defamation? Heart, good intentions. The world will see him positively. But Devil, 9 and 11. Ooh, 5 spades. Ooh, 5 spades can say no. Honest man. I think the world is now sympathizing with Johnny, which the point is not to get $50 million. He has a lot more than $50 million, which is weird if you just, he's just a play actor, but that's how we pay these people. And devil, I don't know. It's not clear that he will win. Let's just ask the sticks. Let's pull it back and ask the sticks, and then uh, we can read that again. Yes, no, yes, no. Is Depp going to win the $50 million defamation suit? Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for me, a sinner, now at the hour of my death. Is he going to win? Okay, Depp wins. Depp wins. Yes, he wins. So Depp does win, but it's like the devil's victory. I mean, he wins, but it's almost like a Pyrrhic victory. Five spade. It just costs him so much. Five spades and devil. He wins, but he doesn't win what he wanted. That's what I think, and that's what the cards keep saying. Even though he wins, he doesn't really win. Amber still skates. Amber still doesn't get canceled. Amber is not held accountable. So he gets some money. It's not about the money, it's about his reputation. Yeah, she continues her career, which is really strange. Who is more violent? It's not like a really violent relationship. This was just manipulation. Amber is violent. The only violence cards are showing on Amber's side. Interestingly, I thought I would see like a lot of violence in the cards, but it's just like that's just how their relationship went. It's just a really toxic relationship that also turned a little bit violent. And it looks like Depp is going to win. So I'm glad Depp is going to win. But most importantly, I think this is the beginning of societal changes. And all this, Me Too is a good thing, okay? That guy, Harvey Weinstein, that's a very, very bad man. And he needed to be prosecuted. But Me Too has gone crazy. That judge, the Supreme Court judge, I don't think he was guilty of anything. I don't think he did anything. And that woman who accused him should be in prison. And she's not. She got a raise. Okay, so this nonsense, it's gone too far already. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.